Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. It's time to battle. That's right. We're going to be having an astounding game today. We're going to be having a professional digital card game player going up against your co-host and co-host of the Rough Craft, Matt Clark. Devin, how you feeling about this event we have tonight?
Is he actually a professional?
That's what I was told to put in the description. We'll talk with him a little bit later after this match to get a little bit more details on.
Is he really? He sure has a pro gamer headset going on over there.
He sure does. And once we get into the game, we'll get to take a look at that and see these strategies that's going to play out here. I personally have never once played Yu-Gi-Oh! A day in my life and know nothing about the game.
I played when I was a child.
Okay.
But,
hey, that's what the theme of this episode's all about. I did play a hour-long match of Magic the Gathering one time, so in my mind, I'm an expert. I lost that.
Magic's a little more
good.
How do you? Not kind of good. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is pretty easy to get into. Magic's annoying and.
I just want to interrupt here.
Okay.
No, it is not. Yu-Gi-Oh is a lot more complicated.
No, I don't
Cool,
think
everybody.
so. I don't think it's more complicated.
I
How's
have
it more
the power
complicated?
to
Because there's
mute
trap
people.
cards and stuff.
We'll get into this and a lot more later.
Because you activated my trap card.
You're muted, by the way, Matt. So don't be trying to butt in on our intro ever again.
Don't you ever?
Um,
Don't you ever?
But yeah, so as a quick reminder, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, give us suggestions for future episodes and all that sort of stuff. I don't know if there's a link in the description at the moment, but we will add a description later. Neil's book, I think the hard copy sales, pre-sales are out, so go check that out. June 26th is going to be the release date that all sales will start going out. So be sure to go ahead and get one, be ready to go. And with that being said,
Why are
let's
you
get
dressed like Matt going to church on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
because I'm the host, I had to dress
alright.
up looking nice. That was part of the whole bit. I didn't
Brett the Hitman Heart shirt on, so my bad.
I didn't get to pass that along to you. So
I didn't get on the bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were delayed, as you can tell.
Anyway, I'm drinking at. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Good news is your name showing up. I didn't crop you properly, but your name's showing up, so everybody knows you're a ducket. All right, let's get into the game. All right,
Yeah,
so let's go
whatever.
ahead and start this game, guys.
I'm on a bit of a delay, so
Yeah, this is professional quality stuff here. So Devin and I are going to be casting the game. As you can see, I definitely have Matt muted. Devin and I is going to be casting the game, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. So here we go, the first ever Rough Craft digital card battle.
Are we gonna interview the two people playing?
I wanted to do that beforehand. Again, not enough time to set up the cameras to be able to do that. So here we go.
Oh, okay.
The
We
game
can
is
talk
started.
to him now.
Yeah.
I see Michael's little tiny picture down there.
Well, we want them to be able to focus on the game. We don't want.
I'm sorry.
interrupt them.
What's Michael's elite gamer tag?
And you guys should have us muted because we're going to be talking about the cards that you guys have in your hand. So if you don't have that, you guys are wrong. So I had a conversation with Michael beforehand about this game, and apparently with this game you have a 5-minute timer, which Michael said he's going to use every minute of. He's worried that he's not going to be able to get his full turnout. It looks like he did get the first hand, which is a big upswing in his favor. What are you thinking right now, Devin?
What? What is happening?
Absolutely.
I wish we could see why can't we see his card? I mean, we should be able to see someone's cards. So we
No,
talk about
it's just for anti-cheat stuff.
I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was younger. I remember going to Books A Million and dueling some people and whooping their ass. There was a guy there that had a deck. It was like 100,000 cards. I was like, how is that a deck? That's just all your cards. But I beat him.
I just want to go ahead and point out, Alucard here is using the Dragoonity Knight, which is a part of the deck. Apparently, he's got a Dragoonity deck, which, from what I've heard, and so apparently that must be good. I'm assuming he's in the process, in the throes of what he's looking for. I have no idea. I believe he activated his own trap card, and
That's
now
what
he
I'm
has
saying. It's like
a blue Dragoonity.
You're the guy with no
Dragoonity
knowledge
Knight.
of the game, and you're the one calling it. I'm on color commentary over here.
Yeah, and with a good delay. So I think that's just creating amazing content for everything.
Are they not allowed to talk?
No, I don't want them talking. They're supposed to be muted. They're not supposed to be even hear us.
When I played with people, I used to talk shit to them all the time.
Have you ever watched professional games being cast? You have
This isn't
people.
this isn't that. This is beers and buds.
That's the bit. That's the bit.
Okay, my bad. I don't even. It's hard to know what's going on when all you know is what the cards you're seeing on the deck, and they have such tiny font, real tiny font on there, Tom. I can't read what's going on
Pick
these
a
cards.
That's why I'm trying to focus. We got at this point. Michael's been able to upgrade his Dragoonity Knight into a Dragoonity Unity Arma.
Why can't you say Dragon Unity? What can you say?
It's not Dragon Unity. It's Dragoonity.
Dragoonity?
Look at it. It's Drag Unity.
Well, that's a really stupid name for.
It's like when you take. It's when you take a. This is multiple drag queens being brought together at once, so it's a drag
Unity. Okay, I like that joke. Did you write that out beforehand?
Yeah, I planned that before this.
I got you got it in.
So it seems to be. I never did. I just thought of it. Dragon Ravine seems to be a card that he has as a spell that's been on the field for a while here. So I'm assuming that's a big part of his play here.
Yeah, I remember when I was in 7th grade and my teacher took my Yu-Gi-Oh cards from me, and I didn't get them back till the end of the year.
What a bastard. Or bitch.
Her, there you go.
We're not sexist here at the Rough Craft.
At first, though, she was like, "It's fine, you can play with them," and then like she took them away from me like a few weeks later after I was kicking everybody's ass in class, dude.
Turns out it wasn't fine, but I do like that you were rhyming every time. And
All the time. And
was that a Red Eyes Black Dragon we saw?
What is black and white cards? I remember they were all that weird orangish brown color, and now what's the black and white going on? What is this? I wish one of the people that were playing could explain this to us.
God damn it. Did you guys turn on your mics and have a conversation?
Yeah, go ahead.
While we're
This
talking
is
about
fun.
all the cards we're seeing. Actually, we can't see anything that they can't see, so it's not going to mess anything up.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear. We'll interview. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do this?
I unmuted Matt.
Why doesn't Michael deafen himself, and we'll talk to Matt for a little bit, and then we'll talk to Michael a little bit, and Matt will deafen himself.
That's fine with me. I don't think at this point Michael can hear us at all because he followed the protocol.
Michael, he looks laser focused in right now. It looks like
he's trying to remember his steps because he's playing a deck with a bunch of combos.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it that complicated?
He's still on his first turn right now.
It's fucking. People keep saying it's a children's card game, but it's not.
I remember it more is. I remember
it is
telling,
a children's card game.
I remember telling people, hey, you have to like summon, like you have to do something. They would just throw out Blue Eyes White Dragon. I'm like, you can't do that. You can't just throw that out there.
That's like when we were kids. What we liked to do was we would take Pokemon cards and we would just lay them down, and whoever had the highest like power level or whatever HP, that one would win.
Your power level. You playing?
And we were basically just play like war with Pokemon cards, and winner keeps all. So whoever was winning would eventually win them all, and then we'd get in a big fight. My dad would take all our Pokemon cards, just like your teacher there.
Oh yeah, except my teacher didn't beat me.
5-minute turn.
That is true. My dad did beat me.
Is he really gonna take a full 5-minute turn?
Yes.
That's annoying, man.
It's possible that this match could be over.
Once you see what I'm gonna play.
I think Michael nodded at my. That's annoying.
It looks like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Michael's here. So Matt, let's go ahead and deafen you and bring Michael in here.
Okay.
Michael, are you there?
Michael, unmute yourself.
He is still muted. We'll continue conversation with. We'll continue the conversation with Matt.
Screen,
we'll wait until Michael's turn. We'll wait until Michael's turn.
He's too busy fucking you up. Is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Conversation.
As we can see right now, Michael has taken a bit of damage. 400 LP, it would seem.
He took a bit of damage.
Yeah.
Did you like in Yu-Gi-Oh, Matt, whenever Yu-Gi would have that really deep voice whenever why did he do that again?
Into the Pharaoh.
Okay, that's why that happened. I always wondered why he sounded like a little. He sounded like a little twink, or he sounded like a big bad strong man. I didn't know what the difference was.
I didn't know what it
the
was.
dick in his ass, Devin.
It was Yugi. That was my cards. My trust in the heart of the cards. I summon.
It really does not matter from this point now. He's gonna fuck me up. He's got so many negates on the field.
I did.
As soon as I play a card, it's over.
Why can't I? Does Matt not have any cards out?
No, it's still his turn. This is the first turn.
What the fuck? This is some cheese bullshit, dude. He's laughing. He gets it. This is some cheese. How many dragons does he have? I feel like
was that good? Was that
like
a good thing just happened there?
He put his head in his hands. I feel like
what happened is Michael got the triple burst dragon out, which is a 2+ against 2+
can't
monsters
read it
except
that
tokens.
fast. There's so much
Once
font
per
on
turn
there.
During the damage step, when a spell, trap card, or monster effect is activated, quick effect, you can negate the activation if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflicting piercing battle damage
They used
during
to
your
not
main phase.
have fucking
except
novels
the
on them.
turn
They used to
this
just
card
say
with
like,
special summon.
"Hey, this card does this much damage," and he's got a helmet. Now it's a fucking book you got to read for every card.
I had to scroll down to read all this.
Looks like Neil wrote that shit sitting on there.
Speaking of which, my deck is dedicated to Neil. You'll see soon.
There's a lot of Bigfoots in there.
There's a lot of Bigfoots and a lot of dog
Like,
pants and Mothman in there.
Some big feet.
That little, what's that little, what's your avatar called again? I forget his name.
Karibo?
I know. She didn't wake up though.
I'm watching people play a game. All right, here we go. We got some chains going on the Drag Unity Cusco.
Cusco?
Cusco's poison.
A lot of things seem to be happening here, but a lot of it, as you can tell, is involving the Drag Unity. Really bringing all these drags together. And here we go. We got the Heretic Seal of... Is that Heretics? Of the Heavenly Spheres. So the Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. I used to always make fun of the names of the cards in this game because they are so absurd.
You couldn't see I was giving my wife the finger
Nice.
on her way out.
I was too busy trying to call this game, you know, being a professional here.
Oh, now she gave me the finger.
You done missed about 10 cards, Tommy.
Oh, it looks like he put the Drag Unity Coos in defense position.
This looks like that new
Oh,
WoW
man,
expansion.
it's finally my turn.
I was listening to y'all and I fucked my whole thing up, man. I missed like
I
I'm
told
glad,
you.
I'm glad I
guys
made
to
you mess up with my joke. I said, how many dragons does he have?
All right, so Matt,
That's
you're
enough
muted.
slices.
So how do you go ahead and give us a play-by-play of that whole turn you just had?
Yeah, tell us everything.
hold on 1 second.
No. You took
As you can
5
tell,
minutes.
The professional digital card game player is intensely still focused on the game, making
Is
sure.
that a lucrative profession there, Michael?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think any professional sports are really lucrative until you get to the upper echelons. You know,
Professional
there yet.
implies you're paid to do it.
in a sense, I believe. Would you like to
Well-
go ahead and explain why it is that you're a professional digital card game player?
Yeah, explain it. Go ahead.
Pretty much I quit my job and so this is what I do full time now. It's only been like
Yeah,
2 days,
dude.
but
And
also,
Sounds like
I mean, I
about
have to-
48 hours of full time you got going on there playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know what's happening, man.
he has also played against a professional streamer one time in Magic the Gathering, so I think
How'd
that
that
puts
go?
him on that tier.
Did you win?
Uh,
And he's gone.
Michael's
Hold
still
on.
intensely focused on the
I
game.
really gotta pay attention. I gotta pay attention.
He's like, I gotta pay attention to what's happening. One time I played.
So
I
this
used
is
to play-
exactly why you don't talk to the people while they're trying to play the game.
when I used to play. It's just for fun. When I used to
I
play
know.
Counter Strike, I used to
It's
play
not fun.
pretty a lot. And I remember playing at ESEA, which is like a service you pay for. You play online. It's better servers. I remember playing against an actual professional once, and I remember one time he killed me, and I was like, I peeked middle and I got shot, and I said, I don't have whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but I don't have that, and I quit playing. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get to that level. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And he wasn't
Now
even a high level professional. He was just a pro though.
Whatever just happened there with this card,
What are you drinking, Matt? Tommy?
Gamma Seal, the Sea Turtle Kaiju. this must be Matt's deck. No, that's Michael's. Anyways, this card had a specific animation where the dragon came out, so that must have been
Did you
something
miss
good.
Did you miss my joke earlier, Tommy?
Probably.
I said this looks like that new World of Warcraft expansion going on over here.
Oh no, that's because all the
cool.
dragons.
There's too many dragons, right? I knew you get it, man. I knew you'd love it.
I do. I like that. I'm sorry I missed it. I was probably too
I'm gonna
busy
buy that sack of shit and play it for 2 weeks.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy those 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna
I'll
quit
just don't-
playing and be like, "Wow, stupid." But whenever I quit playing WoW or
year.
Guild Wars or any of these games, I just get tired of playing it. But I never stop enjoying it. The enjoyment never goes away. I just don't feel like playing that game
Yeah.
anymore.
I
And
agree.
then, but when I'm not playing it, I'm like, that game sucks. But I don't. I think I'm just agreeing with everybody else. I don't know what's happening. Or maybe it's just the flaws that were already obvious become more obvious.
You know, Matt bought me Yu-Gi-Oh cards for my birthday or some shit. I literally wanted to be like, "What the fuck is this, man? Where the fuck did you buy these for me for?"
He bought me a Scizor, my favorite Pokemon. I have a holographic Scizor right here
Well,
behind me.
that's not like, hey, here's a fucking a deck of cards from Pokemon cards. You'd be like, what? But your
Yeah.
favorite, that's understandable. He could have got me a Dark Magician or Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh,
Hold
shit.
the phone here, folks.
He-
I just
oh my
noticed.
god, I feel like a jerk now.
What?
I said he could have got me a Red Eyes Black Dragon. He said I did, pretty much.
Well, I just noticed now if I click on Mello's red
Did you notice?
car here, if I click it, It actually does a little spin move here. So apparently all these
Does
things
it?
have sweet animations. If you click on Alucard's little helmeted bunny here, he will look up at you. So
Does he?
great detail added into this game. This is actually a really, they've done a really good job with the battlefield and stuff here.
Have they?
Everybody's just copying Hearthstone.
Yeah, are they?
I wonder how Blizzard likes it now.
Is that
everybody's
helpful? Me
copying
just
them.
every time you say something, me being passive aggressive.
I just
behind
pushed
it?
past it. Just push past it.
It's so unhelpful to be like, yeah, do they? Do you?
You're doing a bit, and I don't like it. But this isn't the place for arguments.
You don't?
You better shut the. No,
I'm
I don't
sorry,
care.
I like that. I like that new mic.
I like it a lot. The only issue I'm having is sometimes I mute it without realizing it. I don't know if
got
it's me
buttons on it?
adjusting it. No, it just has like a touch button right here to mute it.
A
And I don't
touch
know if
button.
Yeah, like just like your phone is touch screen.
Who wants a tactile? Who doesn't want a tactile button on a microphone? Who the fuck wants an accidental?
There's a volume thing here for my headphones and stuff as well, and it's all just touch. It's neat, but I would much prefer tactile.
What beer you drinking?
I'm just drinking a nice Miller High Life.
Okay, king of beers, huh? Champagne of
Yep.
beers.
Champagne of beers. I went to Eagles, man, and I'm losing money if I don't buy it. It's $15 for two. 12
It's
packs.
cheap as hell, and it's good.
So-
I like that, man. I like Miller High Life. I don't know how people shit on it.
There's
good
also
bottle.
I made sure to give Michael some of them because I had 24 of them.
Does
I'm not gonna
Michael?
drink 24
Does
by
he live
myself.
near y'all?
Yeah, he lives right like 2 minutes from me.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know if he still lived where he used to live. I don't want to dox anybody.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. No, he's right down the road. But the beer, the Miller High Life, that's kind of has a special place in my heart that involves Michael as well. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to grab that. We have a good friend between me and him that I started drinking Miller High Life with, and he's one of the ones that passed away with COVID. So
Do you
It's
like
cheap.
Do you like Hearthstone, Matt, more than this?
I think Matt's muted. I just
He can-
mute
he can
everybody.
hear me, can't he?
Everybody can talk. Yeah. You're
Just
good now,
nod,
Matt.
blink twice, Matt, if you
no,
agree with me.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh better.
Hearthstone's much.
Yeah, even though I play like simple shitty decks like this, and I'm up against this shit all the time, I still enjoy it because I like building cards decks. I like.
I feel like
I don't like.
Hearthstone's
I don't like the
got,
lore of fucking WoW anymore.
It's got that class thing that like
Yeah,
fucking
I
Magic
like
Gathering
that.
has, where Magic has all these certain
Yeah.
decks. You got to counter them and play against them, and like Hearthstone's that way too, but it's much less complicated.
Yeah, Hearthstone. They've done a good job. It's what Blizzard is known for: is taking an idea and simplifying it down so everybody it's accessible.
Yeah, they did a
to
great job
everybody.
with their MOBA.
Yeah.
Here's the story. It's dog shit.
I've heard a lot of people say it's actually really good.
People say Overwatch is kind of a MOBA.
Dude,
I mean, it
you
kind of is.
have it. You have it. Just attack. Jesus Christ! Why are you dragging this out?
Just
Dragon?
end it, man.
Hold on. Did you say he's dragging it out?
Dragging it out.
I get it. Oh my god, guys. We are all right. Well, good night, guys. That's it.
We're never gonna get any better than this.
Oh, heard.
It was referencing
did
Minecraft
it.
one time, and now
You
this, and
did
that's all we can do.
So he's about to fucking end your life right here.
Yep. It's over.
Yeah, he can hit you with fucking 4th, 7, 8, 9, like 30,000 damage. Oh, did you activate your trap card?
Yeah, but he negated it.
Oh, he negates the trap card.
And another 3,000 to hit to his LP, 4,200 to his LP. Can he
He's
stand
got-
this?
That
He
is
cannot.
seven
And
novels
Mello
on the
is
field.
down.
What do they
this
all
is
say? I
Alucard
don't
for
know.
the win. Here we go. And we'll be talking to you guys a little bit later in the show. We're gonna be right back and have a little bit of a cool down after that amazing display of
This
aggression
sucks.
laid into the co-host of the Roughcraft, Matt Clark, by the professional online digital
Matt, did you
card
get fucked
player
up?
Michael
Yeah.
Morales.
No. I got bent over.
That's pretty good.
Bent over like the piece of shit he is. All
You
right,
say
guys.
bend
well,
over or bent over?
Bent
I don't know what I
over.
said, but we're gonna be
Past
right
tense.
back. Mute
Duel's
yourselves.
over now.
It's over. It's over, Johnny.
All right, you guys can mute yourselves.
All right, fine.
What are we doing?
We're just gonna take a break for a second.
What for? You got pee?
God fucking damn it, man!
Let's just keep going, dude.
I hate you guys so fucking
I'm
much.
up for going.
No, it's cool. We'll take a break. I got piss anyway.
No, it's too fucking late now.
We were gonna, but then we decided not to.
No, it's like before we started the show, I said everything. Everybody's like, okay,
True.
cool, and then you're like,
I'm
"Why
going
we-
to take a piss.
While we're doing it, get out of here, man! I'd fucking be happy if you did. Fucking leave, so we could.
The
God,
host
start
is
when you
getting
guys are ready.
upset.
what?
Nothing. You're doing good, man.
No, I was saying,
Oh.
what did Matt say?
So, Michael, can you tell us why
You
did
just
you
start
have
when you're
to fuck Matt up that much?
So I've been practicing pretty hard the last 2 days. Probably
He quit
about.
his job for this.
Yeah, I quit my job for this.
He's a pro.
I'll be right back.
All right, get out of here.
But honestly, like listening to y'all's commentary was kind of hilarious, and
Commentary.
Matt,
We were just talking.
well, I mean, yeah, but like, y'all are being real funny. So,
Why do the
Matt,
cards have so much font on them now? I don't remember them having that much font on them.
yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've only started recently playing, and then I've ended up picking like the most complicated deck. Or not maybe not the most complicated, but as you saw, there was a lot of steps to get to.
What made you pick Yu-Gi-Oh? What did you used to play?
So I've played everything. Like that's a big thing. Like I spend way too much money on card games specifically, but
Okay, all right.
if I had to pick one that I play a lot, Magic the Gathering online, their new arena thing, I played a whole bunch of that. Spent too much money on that, and then I used to actually kind of try to play. Like, I tried to go to Worlds at one point with Pokemon TCG, and was doing really good. But then a deployment came up, and I was like, I had like half the points or whatever to go to the World Championships or whatever it was with that. So, but yeah, that's about it. I played Hearthstone as well. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, I play Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon too, but I haven't played Pokemon in a long time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I don't play any of this.
Oh, that's because you're a
well,
grown
I
ass
still
man.
play the Yu-Gi-Oh, but I only play decks that I like. Like I play
what?
Dangers. I like Kaiju's, and I like Fright Furs. I like playing Fright Furs. The deck that you have,
Yeah.
the Dragunity, where it's all a combo. The only thing that I like that comes close to that kind of skill and steps to finish everybody off, but do an OTK like you did. I can't even. I guess it would be pendulums. Magician
Yeah.
pendulums.
I was never actually. I quit like whenever right around.
I quit
Probably a
right
little
before Synchros came out, and I just got back into it like 3 years ago.
So I was actually playing probably like post synchros, and then synchros came out. Played through that a little bit, and then I played up until and a little bit after Xyz, and then after that I quit, and then I just got back into it. Had learned about link summoning and pendulums and all that stuff.
Like link summoning. I still don't get link summoning.
Me neither.
Even
It took a little bit, but
do it, and I was like, he's link summoning. Okay, still don't know what the arrows mean. I don't give a shit what the arrows mean. I know they point, and if they point to a monster, they get a boost.
so that's
Arrows
like,
do definitely point.
so so that's the thing I fucked up on. Like pretty much the link summoning stuff. Like pretty much like the first one that you summon has to go up in the top, and then you have to do whatever sacrifice that it tells you to do on the card, and then from that point forward,
like
any
2
other
Cyberse
link
monsters
monsters.
or something like that.
Yeah,
So
like
do
any
they-
other link monsters. Go
Do
ahead.
they design this bullshit to do all that, or just people just figure out you can do all that stuff with it?
So
Hard to say because they
I don't know. Yeah, I think
Well,
maybe.
they-
I think
they-
it's a lot of testing. Honestly,
Yeah.
they like come out with some shit and then they play test it and then they give it to the players.
what they
and then,
do is they put it out, players figure shit out, and then we forgot about this old card that is giving them the ability
Oh,
to
yeah.
do all this, and then like emergency ban list, and they'll ban it or something.
Oh,
yeah,
the
I
second
forgot.
thing I said then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
You could
So,
have just
like,
said, no, they don't plan it. People figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Thank you,
like the people like they figure it out or whatever, and then I forgot that this one, like how Magic has like a standard rotation and all that stuff where they rotate cards out.
Yu-Gi-Oh
They
does
have
not
like
a rotation.
so the cards that you played with like whenever you were in kindergarten or whatever are still legal today. It's just people don't use them.
Kindergarten. How old do you think I am?
I don't know, man.
Pot of
old
Greed
enough?
fan.
I think I'm 2 years older than you.
Yeah, probably. I don't
And it
know.
doesn't look like it.
I mean, you look good, man.
You look older than me. Some hard
That's a little
living.
rude.
That's a real fucked up thing to say. No, I think Michael's like
You
3
look
years younger than
terrible.
us. No,
Yeah, I
2
think
years.
it's
2
gonna be
years.
fine. Yeah. So I nailed it. But so, what's the plan with this? Is this something you're gonna for real like give it a shot at? Playing a deck like that,
That would.
couldn't it be banned at any second? Like, couldn't
Yes.
it be just fucked with? So like, why?
Uh,
What's the benefit of learning all that stuff? Thinking they're just gonna take away that card, and then you can't do anymore.
No, that I mean that's a valid concern, but I mean I don't take this that
Thank you.
seriously. But I don't know, Dragoonies are just my favorite type of cards, and it's the reason. Like I usually play like super complicated combo decks and anything, so it's kind of my type of deck that I like to play. So like that whole line, you do the same like I would say setup, which is like 50% of it or whatever, the same way every single time. It's just how you get there with the starting cards that you got in your hand, pretty much. And so
Okay.
it's just learning the variants and stuff. So I only know a couple. It's not, and I'm not really good at them. So like I fucked up. So I mean it, but you can kind of
You
stumble along.
fucked
and
Matt
still-
up. Yeah, you did.
Well,
I would say that's
I was playing basic danger deck.
All right, here we
I
go.
would say we could
Here's
rematch,
excuses.
but he would just fuck Matt up again. So there's no point in having a rematch.
Well,
when
we
we're
will.
close.
That is one thing after this. After we're finished here, we'll go back and
Hey, where'd
let
your
them
shirt go?
finish the best 2 out of 3. I took it off because I want to do the whole first part was a bit, and then we're gonna be right back, and then we go into the regular show. That was the whole idea.
Oh, we fucked all that up, huh?
Well, not we, Matt. That was 100%
Okay,
Matt.
Matt, why'd you do that, dude?
I said I had to go pee.
He's
No,
like,
you didn't. You said don't want to take a break, and then you said you had to pee.
That's
Which-
what we were doing.
which makes it worse.
He
No, you
said
said-
we're gonna take
No,
a break.
you said why do we need to take a break?
Well,
And
you said.
and then you're like,
And then-
why? Then you're like, I actually need to take a break. So the reason
no,
why
no,
is
no,
the
Why
reason
did
you
we
need.
didn't continue to take a break.
I thought that you said, Tommy,
But,
I'm all right.
And
I was
also,
playing, I was playing Danger Deck for Neil because you can go pre-order his hardcover now on Amazon. Eyes in the
Hell
Dark.
yeah.
For $25. I
We
in-
didn't really get to see a whole lot of the danger deck. We saw a fuckload of dragons though, so
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Plenty of
dangers are
dragon
basically
puns.
just basic, special summon this, that. But his deck is like, oh no, I'm combo.
well, this episode, which I would have got into if I would have brought the show back properly, but this isn't an episode about Yu-Gi-Oh. It's about nerdy stuff that we still do as adults, and everybody does them to a different level. Whether it's still playing World of Warcraft at the age of 33, excited for the new expansion, 32. I got my age wrong. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh as an adult, or whatever. I'm sure Devin does something other than hockey in his free time that's pretty nerdy. So
Well, look at his game systems back there.
yeah, he doesn't
The
really play
Yu-Gi-Oh.
mini games really.
not really. I've been playing the base MLB the Show. I've been no life in that for a little while.
So after watching,
I've been
after wa-
collecting baseball cards on that game.
Yeah, that's pinnacle. That's pinnacle
a
of
card
nerddom.
game.
It's not a
Yeah.
TCG. It's not a game.
Well, it's like a team
You're
building
collecting.
thing.
Yeah,
you're
they were the
collecting
original.
mini posters. Is what you're doing.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you don't collect them like, hey, look at them. You like put a team together and play on the game with them. It's like if you had like a little like dark magician pitcher and Blue Eyes White Dragon on first, and then who's on second, and then I don't know's on third, and then first base. Nothing. All right, fuck you guys, man. I'm out of
something
here.
like
man.
that.
I was
So
in a
what-
who's on first bit.
After seeing,
I'm too
after
busy
seeing
trying to interact
Michael's
with
deck,
Chad. I would have
Devin,
definitely backed you up there.
What'd you say there, Matt?
After seeing Michael's deck, what do you think about Yu-Gi-Oh and how
I
complicated?
mean, what the
it is?
fuck? I was looking up Gaia the Fierce Knight, and he has one sentence on there, and
He's also
everything he had, it was like the smallest you can get it to cram all the shit in there that you got to know how to do with all the effects and everything. And what's the point, man?
Now, I
do
want
what
to
he
say,
did.
Matt, is it
and that's
still
all the top tier decks. All the top tier decks do that. now.
it's still a child's game.
I don't
Just
think so.
because
I don't think it's a child's game anymore.
But I mean, you're looking at it, and you're like, look at all the best decks that the 1%ers play are this, and they're complicated and all this stuff. But yeah, football is a game that children play, but also at the professional level, it's very complicated. And it's the same thing here. There's always going to be that small portion of people that
Yeah.
push it to the next level, but it's still a game that's designed. That's like saying Pokemon's
Well, my
not a game for kids.
my only counter to that is when kids play football, they're not out there in pads and helmet.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
Like, grade school
Yes,
football.
they
no,
are.
Yes.
like
They wear
Like
pads and helmets
playground
called Pee Wee
football.
football.
He's like,
Playground football.
whenever
Well,
they're
playground's
like
playground.
babies.
Whenever they're
Yeah,
2 years
you
old.
would
yeah.
think that
Yes, and grown men playing flag football, they're not in pads.
Yeah, they don't wear pads for that.
yeah, but
It's a different
still,
thing. But organized football, Pee Wee football, you ever seen Little Giants?
Every card that they came out with.
Matt's never played a sport.
No, I didn't play sport. Every card that they came out with is a fucking block of text on the bottom of the card. Every card.
Are you saying
new
kids
ones?
can't read?
Yeah. I'm not saying they can't read. I'm just saying there's a lot more complication, a lot more combinations going on.
I'm not
And I
saying.
don't think a little kid, no little kid under the age. I don't think anyone under the age of 15 has ever been to a YCS.
Yeah, probably not.
What?
But I
It's a
guarantee you
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that the
Championship.
majority of
Okay, you just said three letters. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah,
YC, oh the YMCS.
Yeah, I go to the YMCA. I work out.
But yeah, the thing is, you're saying like there's no children that go there, but there's also the majority of the people buying the cards probably are children. Have you ever been at Walmart like, ooh, look at this new deck, I'm gonna buy them, and there's little kids like, hey mom, let me get the Pokemon cards, and you're like, I'm a grown man buying this stuff. Has that never happened?
All I see
Never.
is fat, smelly dudes over there.
It is
Yeah,
nothing
me
but fat,
included.
smelly dudes.
That is
Yeah.
that is the reality. But I think it's
It's for
designed
man,
for
but
children.
they all used to be children, being mom buying me the cards, and then
And
it
you know
became
that card you
man-children.
just looked up, Guy of the Fierce Knight? That
Uh-huh.
came out when they were children.
Yeah, that's what I had when I was a
Yeah.
child. When I was
But,
12.
And people who
Had my
stuck with it, you know,
40
grew
card
up.
deck.
Hey Matt, maybe you're right, but the whole idea is you're still playing. The idea of this goddamn show is we're playing shit that we were playing when we were kids as adults.
That's a
That's
good
what are we
point.
gonna
Let's
play now?
continue
You
with
want me to
that.
whip out my PlayStation 1?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you're pointing at. I couldn't tell if it was the N64 or the PlayStation. you were
I pointed
pointing
at the N64, and then I realized the PlayStation 1's right there, and that's a GameCube.
Yeah, they can't see it on the thing, but here, hold on.
Xbox,
There we go.
PlayStation 2. There, it's just black and it blends in.
I just can't set fucking shit up right tonight
Why can't you do it, man? This is your job.
because everybody's showing up so goddamn. Not everybody. You're showing up so goddamn late.
We're gonna quit. I showed up. I had like 10 minutes to go.
That was why
No?
we had took a 10-minute delay.
Now, you were late because of me. Were you late because of me?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, my bad, guy. I'm sorry. Well,
Dude,
what
it
do
was-
you need me to do? I didn't really have anything to do with this.
All I needed you to do was to turn your camera on so I can set up all the other cameras.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
All right. Well, fuck you then.
All 7 of these people here were waiting for. So let's just let's go by one and talk about what the actual being adult nerds. I was hoping you would say a lot. Nerd, you're nerds, fucking nerds. That was what I was hoping.
Nah, they're
for.
nice guys.
So Devin, let's go ahead and start with you. What would you say is like the nerdiest thing that you still get into? And also, real quick, if anybody in chat has any questions about anything we're talking about, or you have general questions about nerdy stuff, or want to say what you're doing that's fucking nerdy, let us know. Because this
I don't
is
know.
kind of like a ask me anything style of a conversation.
It's a
But
beers and buds. We just hanging out tonight.
I don't
yeah,
know,
we're
I
just
collect-
talking about shit.
I collect a lot of technology type stuff, but other than that, I don't really do anything too nerdy. I have a parent, so I just kind of like go to work and come home, and then I
But
play
you've
on
only
my
been a parent for like a year.
couple
2
years, and I might
Couple
play on my.
years, literally.
I have a nice game computer. I guess I'm kind of nerdy with that. I have my like big widescreen monitor when I used to play computer games, but I've just as I've gotten older now, it's like I don't really do anything anymore. It's just more I'm like, hey, I finally can afford this stuff, and that's where all the
Yeah.
man children finally can afford all this stuff,
Yeah.
all their cards.
You will be
So-
playing that new World of Warcraft expansion, and also
I'm-
getting
I'm
into Guild
probably
Wars
gonna
2,
play it,
right?
yeah.
I'm probably not gonna
Guild
play
Wars 2?
that.
I gave it a shot. It's just I don't love the combat that much, but I do. It's a
co-
good game.
The combat's funny. It's really good. It doesn't feel as good as something like it's not as impactful as something like WoW even is. But the combat, the complexity of it is really fun. But the problem with that game is the game doesn't explain anything to you, so it takes a while for you to really learn. Like there's combo fields and how the boons, everything interacts together. It's really cool, but it doesn't get explained, so it's basically worthless. Michael, what you got going on? What's some nerdy stuff that you still do other than playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, like pretty much. I'll occasionally play like just about every single card game, and like I said, gotten to the point where I was almost going to like world championships and stuff with Pokemon, TCG, and all that stuff. And then I would say like, kind of like Devin, the technology stuff, kind of getting into that, have a game computer. And then I think the only other thing really that would be way out of the off the charts with stuff would be board games.
Oh yeah.
I'm like super into board games. I have like probably over 100 or so. Like I really like board games.
I was gonna become a board game guy a few years back, but I couldn't figure out how to play Twilight Struggle, and I gave up.
I'm not sure what that one is, but it says
It's
Twilight.
just in my closet, and I couldn't figure it out. It's like
I
a
got
Cold
you.
War type game, and I never could figure it out. Me and my ex-girlfriend were like trying. We had the rules that we were watching videos, and I was like, "How do you fucking play this thing?" And I quit being a game board guy, so I gave it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much how like kind of things go with the group of people that I usually play with, like board games. Usually, I'm pretty into it, and I get them talked into playing, and then I read the rules and kind of explain it. Fuck the rules up a little bit, and then the next time we play, we kind of play it the right way. So
Yeah, I know a few games. Well, it takes a few tries before we really get into it properly. But there's a lot
Look
of
that
really
game
fun
up and tell me how to play it.
Yeah,
Just
I was
good,
gonna
good
say
fucking luck.
that's I think what you need. Like we're fortunate to have somebody like Michael who can get these really cool, intricate like very detailed games, and he can understand them really easily. And if he doesn't completely understand them, he can tell it to us in a way that we can still play the game. And not only does he have a collection of board games to his left, he also plays on Tabletop Simulator, where you can get a lot of these games for free. And then, like, I'm sure he could probably set up whatever this game is he's talking about on Tabletop Simulator, and we could all play it after this. I'm not saying to
It's
do
a
that.
two-player game.
Yeah.
We can still do that.
It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's very, very intricate. I like playing Monopoly.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
like that?
Monopoly's
Monopoly's
okay.
is not bad, but I'm
I
more
don't
into
pass
like
go.
I'm more like into like I don't even know what to call them, but like more like European style games where like something like Risk, but they take like there's this really good game called what's it called? I got it on my computer right now.
I
Is it
shoot
one of
some
the ones we've
ladders.
played?
Sorry.
Huh?
Is it one of the ones that I've played with you?
It's called Scythe is what it's called.
What was that?
But it's
What was that game? I don't mean to say anything to Matt. What was that game we played with that guy? It was the Disney princess.
Villains.
Villainous.
Whatever it was.
Villainous
Villainous.
is
Yeah,
a
it's
really
great
good.
fucking game.
It was
Yeah,
a great.
really
I
good.
was like, what the hell is this, man?
He's
Michael
Oh, you were
got-
Disney villains.
He messaged me like he was in the middle of a game in what was it, the board game simulator, and he was like, he
Tabletop.
messaged me and said, "I'm fucking leaving this Disney princess game."
Dude, it
I
seems-
remember I think I put it in general chat. I was like, oh shit, I had to like delete it real quick because I was trying to send it to you. I was like, oh shit.
It seems silly at first, like, and I thought the same thing, and then I played it, and it's definitely one of my favorite board games I've ever played. Which
It
I
is
like
cool.
Disney princess stuff.
That's weird to say.
I mean, I like musicals and stuff like that. I said it in the last episode. We're bringing it back. It all comes together.
Oh,
But yeah, it's really cool, like, because you have all these characters, and basically you're playing the bad guy, and then you have you're basically trying to fulfill what they were trying to do in the movie, and like it's almost like
I want to kill 101 Dalmatians to make a fur coat.
that's exactly
Yeah.
one of the characters.
I
And-
know what Cruella de Vil is.
but
I want world domination. I want to kill these fucking dogs, man. I
And
want
then they
this
try to
coat.
make a villain movie about her.
What about Cusco's poison?
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
in there?
It is.
Oh
Yes,
right,
yeah,
Boys-
he's
Boys
mentioned that.
Cusco. Oh yeah, she is. But yeah, it's basically like a board game RPG. Like it's like you have your own individual
what it
thing you're
is,
doing.
man.
No, not everybody listening does, Devin. I don't know if you know this, but this
Oh, I
isn't
thought you
about
tried to
you.
tell me what it was.
I'm just saying in general why it's a cool game.
We're not interviewing
Um,
me. I'm sorry. I thought that's what it was.
But yeah,
This isn't Devin's Writer's Craft.
it's really fun, and those are the style of games that I like, is these like RPG style ones. A real interesting one that Michael just recently got is a game called Wingspan. I can let him explain a little bit more because I know you've never fucking played that one, because there's no way. It's a bird watching game.
I'm not a fucking nerd. Just look at my Funko Pop dolls. Like,
But it's a bird watching game, and it's really weird how fun it is. I didn't expect it to be fun. It's so fun.
was it like those two gay guys that went bird watching in Mexico and got stopped by the cartel and had guns pointed at them?
Yeah, every time me and Michael
Every
play
time.
it, by the end of it, me and him fuck each other.
Oh, nice, dude.
So
Oh yeah.
same. I think.
Same
I
thing.
guess.
All right.
Does your wife make the joke that you should have married Michael instead?
No,
I'd say-
no. I make
He does
I
look
make-
makes
so
the
much
joke
like your
consistent,
wife.
though.
It's
I know.
bothering me. They look
I'm-
very similar.
I make the joke that I married my wife because I'm not gay, and I
So they
wanted
do
to marry
look. You can
Michael.
tell they're related for sure. They look
Yeah,
just alike.
100%.
Michael's hot as fuck, dude.
Neil Romrell
Want
wanted
to
to
say
say
that out
that
loud or just think it?
Neil Romrell wanted to say that his nerdy hobby is watching a group of grown men talking about how nerdy they are. Plus, I play D&D, PC board games, and board games pretty frequently. And also, just a quick reminder, go follow Neil. We got to put his stuff in the description, but if you check out their videos, they're there. But yeah, go check out his book, man. He needs ARC readers as well. So if anybody knows what that is, go sign up for it. He's still getting ARC readers. He needs reviews out on his book.
What's that?
Anybody that knows
People
knows.
who
And
put
Neil,
up
if
reviews.
yeah, Michael or Matt can explain it better. I got to go and check it because he's supposed to have added me to it. But yeah, if you're gonna read his book, you might as well sign up for the ARC reader so you can give him a review. And I'm sure he
might
can
as
explain
well.
how to do that.
Yeah.
Michael, last time you were here, you talked about a board game that you were
Um,
making.
Let's scratch that real quick. Last time he was here was a recorded one that never ended up going live. So
Oh, was that? Oh,
yeah, it wasn't anything that ever got posted.
Okay, so last time we talked, that
Yeah.
the audience didn't get to hear, you were making a board game. How's that going?
Hasn't gone too crazy far. I kind of it was kind of like I have a real bad problem with like picking up something to kind of figure it out and mess around with things, and so pretty much with like another day or two, I could pretty much have like a mock like card game that I would have made myself and would have been play tested and all that stuff, and just messing with programs. Like I'm trying to get into coding and stuff, and so it was kind of a cool way to
Learn to code.
uh, learn some coding stuff while also making something at the same time that I could like play with, and me and Tom and a few other friends on tabletop simulator and all that stuff could play. Also, I was going to say like with Neil saying D&D and stuff, like I like D&D as well. I guess that's like a nerdy thing. Like Tom actually
Yeah.
ran a campaign for us one time, and it was really, really good and engaging and everything. So it was kind of reminds me of like the rough craft of like how y'all do y'all's thing. But the whole big thing is if you don't have Tom
Very
there to like
poorly
DM,
and late.
if you don't have Tom there to like DM and like plan all this stuff and make this cool story and stuff, there's board games for that too. Like
Mhm.
there's another off-brand of D&D called Pathfinders. They've got like a board game out where it's all set up, pre-set up. I mean, you have to set up yourself, but you pretty much like go through a D&D campaign through cards and stuff, and you deck build a little bit and you play. It's really good time too. But
I want to touch on a board game. It's called, what was it, the Dragon Flagon? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Dragonfly.
That one, I think you'd like that one, Devin. What it is you're in like a tavern bar area, and you each have an individual character, and it's basically like playing D&D. It's a D&D battle sequence, and you're just basically different patrons, pirates, warriors, and stuff in this bar, and it's a big
Pirates
bar fight.
and warriors.
All kinds of stuff. There's
crazy.
Mages, like different classes of characters and stuff, and then you're in this,
Weird.
and it's a really cool like board because it has like 3D like built tables and stuff like that. Like you can use the table and smash it on somebody's head and stuff like that. Like it's really
Can you
cool.
Can you do quests with your friends or kill a boar?
No, it's like again, it's just the condensed down
Okay.
combat version, but it's really fun. Like I
Yeah,
said,
pretty much
Did
somebody-
you get that
somebody was-
reference,
you'd
Tommy?
like it. Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah.
I did that just for you, buddy.
But yeah, like somebody was like, man, like a bar fight in a D&D campaign is fun, so they just made like a whole board game designed
Basically.
specifically around like a bar fight, pretty much.
You just
Did
you
we
can
ever-
just play bar fight simulator on the Oculus and punch people.
Same thing.
Same thing.
But
yeah,
you,
yeah.
but
Throw
can
glasses at people.
you cast a fireball in that simulator?
You probably could. I don't know.
Fuck
We
it,
could work
fuck
on it, guys.
We'll figure it out.
You ever
we can
played
make a mod.
the Blade and Sorcery where you fucking just kill people? You just kill people. That's
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
game. Is you
That's
just
a good
murder
one.
people. And you
Michael-
do get violent, and after a while, you're like, I'm just holding this woman by her neck and stabbing her in the head. I'm like, I've got to stop doing this. This is
And there's
weird.
there's a guy on the other end that's playing this woman going harder.
He's like, oh, stab me harder, daddy. No, it's fucked up, man. I haven't played it in a while. I heard they've updated some stuff, but you can shoot fireballs in that. There you go.
What's interesting as far as the VR stuff goes, Michael's actually set him up a pretty sweet rig in his room. He actually has a thing. You can explain it if you want, but he has a thing like one of those pulleys, like like is it the ID badge thing?
No. I ended up getting something else, but actually, no, that's still up there too. But an ID badge thing, like I got it hooked over, like you know how it's got a little tassel or whatever on it that you would connect your ID to. I just put it on. I mean, it's hanging right now, but my little VR cord just hanging on.
Oh,
that.
I was like, what the fuck's he talking about? The ID
Oh, yeah.
badge. He's like, I scanned my badge so I can play my VR. No, I guess you have the little cable. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
I thought
and,
I
and
might
that
have
way
broke one
he can
before.
turn around, and if he moves forward, like it follows him and stuff. It's really neat.
I just play table tennis and talk shit to people online, and
You
that's
fucking
fun.
suck.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, dude.
I was
The
gonna
VR
say that,
table tennis.
the one of the best games that I played on there. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like virtual frisbee or something, like zero gravity frisbee. I don't know what it is, but
Oh yeah, have you
Yeah,
played
did
that,
you-
Devin?
No, did you play Half-Life Alex yet?
I have it downloaded, but I haven't played it yet. No.
I
It's-
played a little
it's-
bit of it.
It'll scare you. It'll scare you a couple times. I'm not all the
It's-
way through it. It scared
it's
the shit out of
crazy.
me a couple times.
I grabbed like a zombie and I'm trying to like carry it with me everywhere I go. It's crazy how like interactive and everything is. Like it's definitely obviously it's still not there to the next level yet, but it's
The
it's
immersion's
fucking-
there. It's
it's-
put the
it's
point where
cool.
you are legitimately scared. Like it's sometimes.
once they can really push the boundaries and get you, because it's very scripted. I feel like that one is. It's
Yeah.
like it's like a roller coaster, but you know you have the freedom. But like that starting and you're just like, I think it's you're on a balcony at first. You can grab cups and just throw them down and stuff. Like it's super. It's really
awesome,
cool.
man. They got the vest, the heptic vest, and then they have isometric treadmills where you can like run and shit. I just excited for see where it goes here in 10 more years, man. How like insane it's going to be.
But
Yeah, I
that,
think. Well, I was gonna say I think it's gonna go to the maybe not the implant stuff that some people think it's gonna go to. I think they're gonna come out with biometrics or whatever it's called first. But they've already got haptic gloves. Like these are haptic headphones. They've got like belts and vests and stuff, and the Omni tracks or whatever. They just got to become pretty much with a little bit more time. They get down to like a better consumer cost that
see
people can actually
the
afford
problem
them.
with it is not even just the consumer cost; it's the all the equipment you need, and then having a space set up for it. Which I mean, I got a whole fucking room basically dedicated to this computer setup. So why the hell not? Why wouldn't people set up an office just to VR in? So, and
I go in my
if you,
garage.
yeah, if you got a one of those omnidirectional treadmills or whatever, like that's all you need is that one spot. So it actually would take up less space than what I have now. So maybe
I hope it gets to a point where that becomes affordable, man. And it's just I can't wait to play like an actual shooting game because I've been playing Pavlov and stuff, and like that's fun. I'm like on the ground, like
it's so fucking hard.
it's awesome, man.
Just
But I can't
reloading a fucking weapon.
when you can get an actual like thing because they make little things you can 3D print and like have an actual like what feels like a rifle and like you can actually like run and it's just oh my god I can't wait, man. It's gonna be so much fun.
That'll probably help a lot too once 3D printing becomes more accessible as well. What was it that VR game he was talking about that it's like a disc game. It's literally like it's
What's
a
it called?
PvP. What's it called, Michael?
I'll look it up real fast.
But
VR
it's
Frisbee,
yeah, pretty much.
Echo
Or it's-
Arena.
Echo
that's the
Arena.
one. That's it.
You're basically floating. You're flying, and you just use the joysticks to control where you go. And you
Have like a
you have a
jetpack and
frisbee. You throw it, and you're trying to score it into a goal. It's basically like soccer or basketball, sort of the way it's
Yeah,
played. But it's super fun.
But yeah, it's super fun, and like I've almost like wrecked my entire room and ran into my shit and almost broke my computer.
I
My-
punched a chair playing the boxing game once. I punched the shit out of that
Yeah.
chair in my living room.
like, getting older and everything now. Like I've done twisted my ankle and shit, and had to tone it down a little bit. But that game gets kind of crazy just because you're like, it's it's like playing sports almost, and you're just like turning around real fast.
Almost.
And then well, I know my fat ass be breaking a sweat, but that game's cool too because not only are you trying to just do the frisbee stuff and try to get interceptions or whatever it is, but you can also punch people in the face and it stuns them for a while. So like there's a cool dynamic, kind of like I guess something like Quidditch or something like in Harry Potter or something like that, where they have like all that stuff where there's a offense and a defense to it, but you're trying to like just
That'd be a
mainly
good
just
one
try
to
to
make. Is
Let
make
us
a
make
Quidditch
Quidditch.
one. Yeah, that would be fun.
Hopefully, Harry, my character would be gay
You'd find out a few
in Quidditch.
years later, but
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, of course he was gay the whole time. Dumbledore, of course he was gay.
Gay the
You
whole
see the
time.
way
and
it's
anti
run
trans.
that,
Gay
bro.
the whole time. I'm just kidding, guys. I love. Oh, Michael's out. He doesn't like that homophobia.
God, I had another question I was gonna say about the VR stuff.
It probably wasn't important.
It must not have been. But
why don't you have an Oculus, Tommy?
I think I was gonna buy one at one point, but to me, it's just such a, it's, I've experienced the novelty of it, and I feel like that's about as far as it goes. Like if it's gonna be something I'm gonna use constantly, then yeah. I've seen Michael with it, and I've seen you with it. I haven't heard you talk about it past like the first couple weeks you had it. Same thing with Michael.
I mean, there's games I play on it from time to time, but it's like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
not-
not going to get on it, so it seems like a waste. I think it's at the level of the quality is where I'm happy with it enough to
Yeah.
buy one, but there's just not enough people doing it yet, and there's not enough great quality games out there yet that are big. Once they get like an MMO or something that's really good that's out there, then I probably will. But like for me, like the whole thing is to experience this thing for 15 minutes, which is what I was wanting to mention.
well, you get sick.
Is the plank walk thing. Like I did it over at your house, and like I was fucking terrified. And so whenever Michael got his, I was like I made him buy it, or I didn't make him buy it. I don't even know. I might have bought it for
You
him.
made
but
him. But you said fucking buy it.
we got everybody in the house to go and do it. We couldn't find a good plank. You guys had a good plank. We just found like a piece of cardboard that we used, but it's super fun watching everybody try it.
But once
And
it's
that's-
over, though, once you fall once, the novelty's gone, man.
Yeah.
It's like you
And
know
that's
what
why
to
that's why
expect.
you gotta that's why you gotta try it on everybody. Like
Yeah, it's fun.
Like 3 people tried to like jump out that back window back there.
Yeah.
But
I think your dad almost
Matt,
like
comment.
punched in your
Yeah, almost
Computer.
punched my computer screen there out. Yeah.
Why?
he was
'Cause he's an
falling for it.
asshole.
I don't have an Oculus. I've never experienced VR.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you've
hentai,
never
he's
done
like,
VR?
what is this? And he punched his computer screen.
Yeah.
No, he was falling for it, and he went to go catch himself, and I had to like
I
tackle him
remember
almost.
my mother-in-law
Don't
put
do
it on, and she was like, "Oh, this is crazy! Oh my god!" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty crazy how like games are
Yeah.
getting, man."
I did
And
the
it's just-
first.
You gotta think 10 years ago it was just what Xbox 360s and shit. Like, so like it's crazy. Like,
And
That was
stuff
just when
like that.
online, like 10 years
12?
ago, online stuff was actually getting.
I don't have online.
It was just getting to where everybody kind of had it, and it was more thing. Because I remember like playing Halo 2 back in the day. Like I hear people talk about playing online, but I think I was telling.
Hook up
I was,
by I had to take the modem out of my mom's room to hook it up to my PlayStation 2 to play SOCOM 2, and it was
Yeah.
a whole thing. It was a whole thing.
and
Now
that's
it's
not
just
even
like-
counting the code 9ing you had to do, so you could actually
I
get
used
at
to
the
see
game.
9 there at the very end, and it did ruin the game for me. I'm talking about before that,
But
before I had my own computer.
is this why you code you code 9? You don't have a life.
It's your life, your whole life. SOCOM 2. It was at one point.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I remember that.
SOCOM 2 was the best, man.
The only
What's
game I
your
played
plan?
online as a kid was Battlefront 2. I would just plug
Oh
in
yeah.
a Cat 6 cable and go online.
All I remember really doing was just going to LAN parties and playing Halo, and then World of
That shit
Warcraft.
was so much fun.
Yeah.
Then we ended up
That
playing
was-
Super Mario Strikers on
I
Levi's
remember
Big
playing
TV.
that a little bit.
I couldn't
that
beat
was-
Trotter.
You guys would
I-
play like Melee and
Everybody else
stuff. And
does.
I never got into Melee.
That's
Me-
what all those
or
other guys
Melee.
are into. I was okay in it. Melee, Super Smash Brothers, Melee.
Mm-hmm.
What do you, Mike? You play Melee, dude?
I play a little bit of everything, but I'm terrible at fighting games.
What's your favorite game?
favorite game?
That is a good question. What is your favorite game? Lost Ark.
Probably Monster Hunter. Monster
Yeah.
Hunter series.
Yeah, he actually
played the demo. I don't get it. I don't like Japanese games. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to be
Monster
racist
Hunter,
or anything. I
if-
just
if
haven't
you-
given them for Pearl Harbor.
I don't
I'll-
like
I'll-
the Japanese game.
I would say the best way I can explain it from playing that game, which mostly I play Dauntless, which is the same type of game, is it's like if you took a game like World of Warcraft where the whole incentive is to get in a raid and go kill a boss.
Yeah. I mean, I played it. I get it, but it's just
That's
like
what
I don't-
Monster Hunter is. It's just the boss fights, basically.
even Dark Souls is like it's all Japanese, and I can't get into it. It's just
See,
the
like,
menus,
hold on,
everything's so
That's
Japanese.
that's the thing
okay.
too. It's like I can't get into Dark Souls, and like I try to buy Elden Ring and can't get into it because I beat the first boss in Elden Ring or mini boss or whatever it is, and then the trash mobs are so much of a pain to get through and all that stuff. It's like
What?
just want to
I
get
don't.
just want to
I
get to the
get-
good part.
Why people would like it, but it's just like why games that are just artificially hard for the sake of being hard. I don't.
Yeah, that's
don't
my
get it.
issue with it. Like
Why do you
everybody's
make-
like,
I gotta fight 3 goddamn skeletons, and they hit me once, and it takes 3/4 of my health. I'm like, that's not. You just made it that hard. Like it's not
Yeah.
like it's hard. You made it
it's
so
not
they
that
hurt me a lot.
it's not a skill based thing. Like
Yeah.
that's what's frustrating. And I get the people that are like, oh, you just got to learn to play and blah blah all that stuff. I get it. That's fine. But it's just not
good.
fun. It's not. I just don't see the appeal there. The only thing I can imagine is once you get. I'm sure once you get past the learning curve, it's not difficult at all. The difficulty goes away. Certain builds and stuff. Blah blah blah. But it's just why would like it's just. That's not fun, especially when you don't have the time to sit down and dedicate 2 hours to play a game, and then those 2 hours are spent fighting
2
trash mobs.
2 hours to die to the same boss over and over again.
to get to the boss, and they get fucked up in 2 hits, and go, oh, I gotta go back through all that trash again just to get to the boss again.
Yeah,
And it's like, and I gotta YouTube how to beat him,
but it's like
and I
it's,
still can't do it.
the design is intentionally to be difficult. Like you have like the trash, like you said, is super difficult, and then the fact that you have to be at certain places to save the game. You can't just auto save or save where you are.
I
before
don't
a
even
boss
hate
fight.
that. I mean, that's kind of neat, but it's just like, god damn it, dude. The boss hits me, and it takes 2/3 of my health, so I can only get hit 1, 2, maybe 3 times. So it's like, dude. I'm not. What am I, fucking perfect? I can't. I'm gonna make mistakes, man. Jesus Christ! Like I don't know how I'm supposed to beat this giant
And they punish
skeleton
you
guy.
for not being perfect.
I do think with Elden Ring though, there is a lot of tools. It's similar to Breath of the Wild, where there's a lot of tools.
Tools?
You can go straight into the
Yeah,
boss,
tools.
or you can go and collect all these different things that'll make you more powerful. Where the
People
fights
say
can
you
be
can go
easier.
straight to the boss in Breath of the Wild, but you really can't. You can,
think
but you
so.
really can't.
Yeah,
Well, I will say with Monster Hunter though, it
Oh,
does
yeah.
seem hard on like the front of it, and I would recommend if you're gonna try to play Monster Hunter series, just play Monster Hunter World because all of the DS games and everything prior to Monster Hunter World, the controls are super clunky and the game's still kind of hard. So I would say it's not even worth playing. But Monster Hunter World is probably like one of the best games. I probably put like 800 hours on it, and the appeal of it to me is it takes all that trash out of it, so you get to fight the boss every single
Yeah.
time and go straight into it and fight the big bad guy, and
And-
which is really cool. And then the main selling point for me is their crafting system and their skills system. So like there's like 13 weapons or something that you get to choose from, whichever
Yeah.
one looks cool. And then from there they have like a whole skill tree and all this stuff, and you equip different gear pieces and you gem in stuff into the gear that has like special slots, and you can kind of like fine tune. Like I'm a real min max kind of guy, and so you can like min max a build to
Aren't we
like
all?
you know, to do exactly what you're trying to do, and you can try to like push the limits of like find the best build for every weapon in your build and everything.
And I
So
would
Now, Michael,
I would like to add real quick where he's saying like it's just the boss, no trash, and because of the style that they do that, they're able to put so much extra detail into the boss fights themselves. Where you can literally like, I'm assuming because again I've only played Dauntless, and I know in Dauntless like you can chop off tails and break limbs and stuff like that to continue the fight. And there's so much. The boss fights are so much. The mechanics and stuff are so much more involved, and
Fuck
so
'em
I
up.
think that's one of the better better things about it, because they don't have all this extra fluff. It's just the boss. They focus all their development resources on that, and it makes a better fight in general.
now, Michael, have you played Escape from Tarkov?
yeah, I have. And actually, they just updated it and it broke, and I can't play it no more. But I
What do you
have
mean
played it.
it broke?
Yeah.
It's a
every single
Russian
time-
game that he's trying to
every
play,
single-
and
every-
Russia
every-
right now is in the middle of a war with Ukraine.
They
Finally,
do
we
that.
get to touch
what,
on
did,
that.
what did the fucking Battlegate have to do with that?
They
Did you,
tried to
how long
hot
did you
fix-
play it? Did you like it?
Yeah, I've already played through one wipe, and then we were just now getting back into it.
Why
But
the fuck?
again,
Let's play.
I've told you.
okay,
He played.
yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that.
I didn't know you
Like,
played. I knew that Joseph played, but Joseph is at war right now, or some shit. So like,
Joseph's Matt's little brother.
yeah. So like, I know he played. I quit playing with my other friends because we're not friends anymore, and so I need people to play with because the game is scary by yourself. It's a horror game by
oh, no.
yourself.
Oh no, it definitely is. Like I do not
It's-
play it
it's-
unless my other guy,
It's
my other
so
friends
scary. I mean, it's easier because you're by yourself, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
because you're not going. Is that you? Is that you moving? Who's that over there moving right over there? And then if you play with Matt, Matt's on a delay, so you tell Matt to look to the right, and it takes about 2 seconds, and then he'll look to the right. And then when there's a firefight happening,
Well,
Matt doesn't help. He doesn't help during the firefight.
To
I'll
be
He
say
sits
fair-
there scared
Oh,
because
to
it's
be-
scary.
to be fair, Matt
I
will
do
look to
get
the
scared.
left first and then look to the right. That's why
Yeah, that's
there's a
true.
delay.
There's two problems playing with me. One, I will help, but I get confused easily, even if you have
Yeah.
like clear armor on. And like me and my buddy, like again, I'm the same way as you. Like I jump scare way too easily to play that shit by myself. It's way too scary.
You get shot,
And
you're like, oh, you die. You're like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man. Like,
I
it's
tried
just
to-
out of nowhere.
I tried to start streaming at some point on Twitch or something, and I got so like it was not really self-conscious or thing, but I thought it was hilarious because if I would play like Dead by Daylight for sure, or like Tarkov or something, as soon as you get shot, my fucking cursor goes, and
Yeah,
then I like
jump. It's scary.
You just jump around.
You'll be like,
just-
cool, here I go. I'm gonna get out of here. I get it to extract, and you just get shot in the back of the head, and you hit head-eyed by some fucking body, and you're just like, what
Yeah.
happened? And they take all your shit. It's the worst game, Tommy. It's the
You know,
worst game.
I want to play it because it seems like a lot of the
God.
systems and the idea of the game is something I'm super into. It's just
It's
I'm not
incredible.
into the
I would-
theming of it.
I will
So
say Tarkov is really like it is really good, but my favorite part about the whole thing is like the gun customization. Like it is so in depth. I mean, it's a motherfucker to learn, but once you actually kind of get
That's
the
a big
customization,
hurdle as well. I don't want to deal with.
You have
yeah,
to learn
also
a lot
a-
about ammo.
also
and
ammo
like,
types and all this stuff.
well,
armor levels.
the game was the market. The marketplace was the game. All that shooting shit was second. The market was what the game was. Now they made it so you can't do the market till like 15 now, or something, which takes so long to get to level 15. It's ridiculous. But the market used to be available at level 5, and you could just fucking play this beautiful anarcho-capitalist market. It was incredible. I loved it so much. And then all the shooting shit, whatever. That was the game, and then they took that away from me, and they try to make it so like you couldn't rat hole shit up your ass anymore into your container, and nothing was found in raid anymore, and it's so much more difficult. But I
Yeah.
guess it
I
takes some
do-
of the cheese out
Good,
of the market.
good old shoving some sugar up your ass.
Yeah, you gotta rat
Works
hole
really
that
good.
shit.
I do have a question about like with them doing the wipes that they do. What is the driving interest of continuing to play the game? Because that's another
It's-
issue for me.
So
It's still in beta.
yeah, well, one, it's on beta, and then two, for me, so whenever we got the game, it was like indish, like 3 or 4 months still left or whatever.
It's
So
the
that
best
means
time to
that
start
everybody,
learning.
yeah, you learn there, you get your ass whooped by people that are like have access to the market,
to the
are in the
teeth.
yeah, they're in the best armor, have the best guns with the best ammo that one shot you no matter what, and then you learn, and then it wipes and it puts everybody back at the same starting area or starting spot.
Most
So
fun
now
time.
everybody's forced to use the shitty guns, the shitty
Oh,
ammo,
it's the most fun time to
and you
play.
have like longer firefights. The guns are shittier; they're jamming up all the time. Shittier
But see,
accuracy, and just
That's
makes
something
it
they
more
added
fun.
recently was that guns can misfire and shit. You got to literally clear that round
that's
and
neat.
shoot. It's so realistic. Now they make it so you can't just peek. Like you get like slower,
Yeah, they
like
added inertia.
the inertia movement. Like this, in terms of a studio, I know they're Russian and we all hate Russia and we love Ukraine. But like, it's like they spend so much time on these little things on this. Battle State is like an incredible company, and they don't cater to the casual guy at all. You get thrown to the fucking fire. They cater to the hardcore player, and it's awesome that they do that. They're just like, hey, you know
Well,
what?
that's what you got to do to make a game. You need to say fuck anybody and just make the game you want to make. And if people like it, they'll like it. Once you start trying to cater to people, you make a game that nobody likes because it's not what
It's
you're
incredible,
making.
man. Just I can't believe a game like it exists. I remember when Josh was telling me about it. I'm like, what? And I remember playing it and just like, whatever. And then you just start like keep playing it. You get and it's just the highs are high and the lows are as low as any game you'll ever get, man. When you die, like when you're trying to do some shit, or you finally get something you need, or you build a nice kit and you get killed in fucking 10 seconds. It's the most upsetting thing. But like when you wipe like 3 people or kill, like, oh my god, you're on cloud fucking 9, man. When you finally extract, like you're like, fuck yeah, man. But then you'll beat your desk when you die. It's upsetting, man.
Going back to what you guys were talking about of starting in late, learning the game, and then going to a new wipe and being fresh and be like, okay, I'm good, I can play the game. Like I get that. But then you do well, you get some stuff, you're at the pinnacle, and they wipe again, you gotta start all over. Like why would you keep wanting to do that? Just go through that same process.
It's the most fun time.
It makes it fresh.
To me it makes
I mean,
I guess that's what WoW and stuff does when they start a new expansion. You're starting all over.
With Path of Exile and stuff too, like they wipe it or whatever, and they start a new league, or like Diablo or something like that. They start a new league, they add a few new items and a couple new things, make a few changes, and then everybody starts back over, and now you're having to struggle and with
It's almost
everybody
like
else to get back.
you could feel like now that you know it a little bit too, you know what quests or tasks to do, and you know like what you have to do, and you feel like maybe you can do better this time in this wipe, and have more knowledge, and like I don't know, there's more players too. Now there's so many more players than when I first started playing, but I remember like when there was like 25-minute queues and all this shit. We would sit for like, you can ask Beasley on them. We'd sit for like 25 minutes waiting to get into a game, and then you get killed in like a minute. It was so upsetting. I remember I quit playing because of it.
Yeah,
for a long
queue times
time.
are still like 5 minutes now, but yeah, like so.
Oh, 5 minutes is a fucking dream.
but another thing too with the wipes and everything too, like
in beta.
people like again, it's the most fun time because everybody's struggling and scrounging to get whatever they can, but at the same time, what was I gonna say, the damn people that do get to the, like, they do it better and have goals set in mind to get there quicker, but at the same time, if you get so bored to that, you can add restrictions to yourself, like RuneScape runs and stuff, like, or whatever. It's like people will literally start counts. You usually start with like a little set amount of gear, like a special pistol or like a couple MP5s or something like that with some good ammo or whatever. They'll delete all that shit, go in and be like knife run until I can kill NPC, and then they can't use they'll restrict themselves from the market, and they can only use like what they found in raid pretty much. And there's like whole YouTube series and stuff of people just doing in raid, runs of them being restricting themselves and like finding interesting ways to play the game pretty much to make it even more interesting.
And every raid's different. You think it'd be the same, but you always spawn in different. There's always, you don't know who you're running into, if it's going to be a certain player. You don't know what you're going to find. You don't know if there's a boss that's going to be there. You don't know like what's going to happen. So every time you go in, you're excited. And it could just crash and burn, or you could fucking have the best raid of your life, man. You never know what's going to happen because you just never know. It's incredible. There's nothing else like it. I try to explain to people what the game's like, and it's like Call of Duty, and I want to fucking stab them because it's not like Call of Duty.
It's definitely not.
Just because there's a gun in it doesn't mean, like, I try to explain to people what it is, and they just don't get it. And I'm like, you just have to experience it, man. I know it's a $140 game for the most expensive edition, but I'm like, it's just, there's nothing else like it.
So
well,
Tom,
I'm glad you.
Matt's got something to say.
Well, I wanted to say, well, you guys are talking about Tarkov. I haven't had much to
Who
say.
doesn't want to talk about
I'm
it?
just trying to talk just to keep the thing engaged. But anyways, we've talked about Tarkov enough. Matt, what is something that you're playing currently or just in general, whenever you
Pokemon.
do get a chance to play?
Escape from Tarkov.
Pokemon what?
I play Pokemon, all the Pokemon games.
Did you guys
Yeah.
finish
Like,
Arceus?
No.
I have
still
not.
haven't.
I still have not finished that
I think
team,
I'm
man.
further
I
than
still
Matt
not
is
finished the
now.
team.
Stop playing it.
It really just like it was so fun. It was so
It was-
great.
I got back
loved
in.
it.
I opened it up the other day and I was like, I don't remember what I'm doing, and I just turned my Switch back
Yeah.
off. I was like, I don't know where I'm at or what I'm doing, man.
I started to play
I
it
remember
twice,
exactly what I'm
once-
doing. I'm
once
trying to
everything
build a
was-
team to beat the Giratina guy, and I was just like,
Never mind, Matt's further.
I'm done. I'm gonna go write or make a video for Grim History or something.
Yeah,
like
because you get to that point where you got to grind to do it. I think, well, I don't know. My Pokemon probably still needs some leveling, but I have a pretty good team. I have nothing but alphas. That has been the most fun I've had in a Pokemon game in a long time. Is just
It's
going
really
around.
fun. I like it a
Legends
lot.
of
Catching these
Arceus
alphas.
was very fun.
Now I'm
And
mad
and I'm
because
so excited that their new game. I think it's like red and purple or whatever the fuck.
yeah, I
Scarlet
think
and
that's
something
it. Red and purple.
is
Red and purple?
is like Arceus.
Yeah.
That's and
Yeah,
it's a main
Arceus.
series game. So I'm
It's
excited
Arceus.
to play that.
Yeah,
I've kind of gotten out of Pokemon games and stuff like that, but I'm really glad to see they've taken it to this direction of the Arceus
Yeah.
stuff. And
Oh, yeah, I've showed Michael a
continue
good
to
It's
bit.
a
of
great
stuff.
stepping off point. I'm eager to see where they go with it. Like
I'm-
either go full on balls open world or put it back on rails to where like it's a little more simple. Like just
No,
pick something they want to do.
They've opened this door. If they try to do that again, people are gonna rage against it. Like, there's no way.
It
they're
already
gonna be okay
kind
with
of is. You go to this place, you go to that place. It's not like, hey, here's the world. Go.
Well, but I mean, they got to keep it at least where it is now,
Pokemon
and
Go?
people are gonna want it more open because it has a lot of fucking issues. But it's just you're playing Pokemon in an open world
There's-
like you've always
There's
wanted.
a ton of potential there.
Like,
I
you
was
can go
I'm
to
like, this is
certain
gonna be
areas.
incredible.
It's not like you can just walk out the gates of the city, the main city, and just go to any place you want. I mean,
Yeah,
you
those
can.
mounts. I mean,
One does not
Pokemon.
simply
Big
walk
places.
out of the gates of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't walk
There's a
the mountain
loading
north.
screen basically.
Yeah, that is
So,
frustrating. But
Yeah,
you know,
is.
it
And you
is
can't,
what
like,
it is.
And every time you want to move to different areas, you have to go back to the main city and then pick it. I just want it a full open world, but
Yeah.
we'll see what they do with Scarlet and whatever the other
And purple. I'm
Scarlet and
hoping.
purple.
I think I'm frustrated because I don't ever like to be that first guy in on something. I like to wait until it's fully ready to go, and that's what this was. This was me like, okay, they're doing something different. Let me jump in and try it. And that's the reason I bought Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee or Pikachu, whichever one I got, because it seemed like they were doing something different. And I like Pokemon. I just don't like Pokemon. And with this new one, it was finally getting where I wanted Pokemon to be, where it should have been back on the fucking GameCube game they came out with. and so I wanted to try this, and now it looks like the next one is going to be even better. And I'm like, I should have just saved my fucking $60 or how much these games are cost and just waited for
Wasn't
this
that
one.
supposed to be if the Arceus like flopped? They had this one kind of like ready to go or whatever. Wasn't that their plan?
I'm not sure.
Because it's like not even a year later they're gonna put out another one, right?
No, it didn't matter how well Arceus did. There was a lot of hype going around Arceus as soon as they announced
Let's
it.
look up how to pronounce it.
Arceus.
I'm assuming Matt's right, but I'm not going to do that.
Is it
How's-
Arceus or Arceus?
I think
House
it's Arceus.
pronounced it right in like episode something of House.
Who?
House.
What? And
Who, Lori?
House?
I'm a doctor. I'm on
a
Viking.
doctor. When Arceus made the universe, like he was talking about Pokemon for like a straight 2 minutes
Yeah.
in an episode.
For me, like there's so many good ideas that are in that game. I love that there's so many fucking side quests. I love the way the research is, and it makes so much more sense to build a Pokemon. Not because you caught the Pokemon and you know everything. You have to do so many different things to get the full research, and there's tons of, and that in and of itself are like little mini quests that are just more engaging. It makes it interesting, and just the ability to just run around and throw Pokeballs left and right to just catch Pokemon, and the you have so many different options of how to engage with Pokemon, and again, like the alphas that are there. Because at first I think the alphas, I was like, this is stupid, and I was like, no, this is it's fun.
I can't wait for them to remake Red and Blue in this type of format.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that would be great.
I'm down for it.
My $60 down.
I'm fucking like, I was getting tired of the remakes. If they do that, I am fucking.
There's
I just wish-
Rattata.
Because I really didn't like the Diamond and Pearl remake. I didn't like
It's
that.
okay. I didn't finish it. I lost in the Elite Four, and then I was like,
As
I got to
soon as-
retrain. I never did.
As soon as I got Jirachi and Mew, I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, they
What
just
they-
give you Mew. Like, here it is. Here you go, buddy. Here's Mew. And I'm like, what?
What they
I'm
need
like,
to
I'm
do
done.
is they need to create a solid base format, like create like Pokemon Red and Blue, remake that game in this new style, and then instead of, and I don't want to say necessarily an MMO, but instead of like coming out with new games, just add like a solid DLC or expansion or whatever to it to then
They will
have.
never. Game Freak will never do that.
But they
Yeah.
could sell it for the same fucking thing, but keep the same goddamn game and expand on
Game
it.
Freak will never do that.
Why? But that's what I don't understand. Because then
Because
not only
Game Freak is
because
ran by a bureaucrat accountant.
because here's what you have to do. If you make it where you have to have the base to get to the second one, so you win twice, brother. Like when you're selling the second expansion, when you're selling this expansion to Kanto, adding in Johto, and you didn't buy Kanto, you got to buy Kanto to get to Johto as well. And I think more people are going to buy both of them.
More people would do that
then-
for sure, but they don't see it that way. They just see it as if we keep putting out games, the same game with two different titles, people are gonna buy them.
Yeah,
So
that is
like
true.
You
people,
win twice, brother.
yeah, people
Yeah.
bought Diamond and Pearl. They're
That
the
is a
same
better
fucking
business model.
game.
Same game, dude.
They bought both of them.
Sword
I've
and
never-
Shield, Diamond
I've
and
never
Pearl,
bought.
Eevee and
I've
Pikachu.
never bought both.
Yeah, I've always only bought one.
Bought one, but people
But-
buy both
But
Yeah.
and play through both.
They even came out with a special double pack that was like for like $100. That was for both games.
See what
Something-
it is there's a lot of people that don't have friends and they gotta go and get those what is it, editions?
Yeah, the four of us.
Exclusives, yeah.
Yeah, they even got rid of the global trade, so you can't really trade with people across the world anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
That's my issue with Pokemon is they're not trying to make a good game. They're just trying to sell a product.
I think if Pokemon was back in the hand, I think if Pokemon was in the hands of Nintendo instead of Game Freak,
If Pokemon was in the hands of Battle State, and we're back on Escaping Tarkov. Let's go.
You're fucking red, fucking blood-eating blue, like trying to crawl away from a fucking Electabuzz,
you're in the
and he's like,
Pokemon War, and
fucking
Lieutenant
Thunderbolt.
Surge is your
They're
commander.
fighting like in the actual anime. They're
Oh
like,
my
dodge the
God.
attack, and they dodge. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on a
That's-
second. You can just tell them to dodge.
That's what I'm ready for. Is not that necessarily, but you control the Pokemon and you
get
battle as
snide.
the Pokemon.
The Pokemon.
that-
They have
That's-
that.
The fighters, the fighter
Poke
game.
tournament.
Yeah,
Pokken
Pokemon tournament. Yeah,
What
but
Pokken?
that's different
Yeah.
because that's
But yeah,
like
that's a
fighting
fighting
game.
Yeah, I mean, I know,
But
I
yeah,
know.
like if they had the game that we have, because I'm so fucking tired of turn-based. This one wasn't so bad, but I hate turn-based. That's the reason I don't like Pokemon. I like everything else. The turn-based kills me. But if you could have where you throw your Pokemon out, you control the Pokemon, and can do whatever, that would be great. That's
like,
what I would
like-
like.
great.
you play Pokemon as normal, but when you get into a battle, when you throw the Pokeball, you're the Pokemon, and you just do a couple of button combos, and you could do like Thunderbolt or something.
It doesn't even have to be that. You could have literally 4 abilities to choose from and just hit those fucking abilities like you would normally. But you can dodge, you can move, you can have things miss.
You know what
can
game you can do that
cast-
in? Monster Rancher 2, guys. All right,
can-
guys.
You can cast agility, and suddenly your character's quicker. You can hit swift or whatever, a quick attack, and you can quickly attack the person, or you could use it to dodge away from somebody, like they do in the show. Like, and it creates so much more variety in the way the abilities work and how you play it and stuff, and it's more interactive. That would make battling so much more fun, and it'd be like a fighting game. And keep it simple to the 4 abilities, because you don't want them having to go through
That's how
and do all these
Monster Rancher
animations and
is.
stuff.
I got a
And if-
question, Tom. What happens whenever your Pikachu's arms get blacked out? Can he still use Thunderbolt?
Yeah, if his arms get blacked out and say one of his legs does he have time to get an IFAK out and like stop the bleeding?
I'm trying to figure out what
It's
you're
heavy
fucking talking
bleeding.
about. Well, I would
They
say
added heavy
yes.
bleeding to the game.
I
and
would say
like,
he could
everything's
lose-
heavy bleeding now.
He could lose both legs and arms, and because if you ever noticed, Pikachu
Crawling.
actually uses his tail for a lot
You
of
know,
his.
you
could
can
bounce on his
special
tail.
Pikachu. that
No, I was
learns
just saying for his
recover.
power, he could do the Thunderbolt. And then all of a sudden, you're like potion, and then like all of a sudden he pulls out a fucking
But anyway,
med kit, and he's like chugging it.
we kind of got stuck on
Potions in
Pokemon, but
Tarkov.
another thing I
Stab
like
himself with
a
the
lot.
syringe.
We got stuck on
Yeah.
Tarkov. It's time to get stuck on something else.
Does
We
he
got
take
stuck on
painkillers?
Tarkov. We got stuck on Pokemon. Another thing I like is
Does he Vaseline his lips and it helps with his pain? Hey, I'm
helps
sorry,
with
go
his
ahead.
helps with his cracked lips.
Yeah.
Another thing I like is Godzilla.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
watching Jurassic Park when I was a kid, and then Godzilla '98 came out when I was around 7 or 8 years old. I fell in love with Godzilla. Watched a bunch of old Godzilla movies, so I'm stuck on Godzilla, and also models.
See, it muted. I don't know how it muted.
Gundam models. I
Oh
like
yeah. I'm kind of there with you. Like I got a friend who does like a whole bunch of Gundam stuff. I'm particularly into. Or I used to be into. I don't know if y'all know this. Zoids. Yeah, you ever seen
Zoids,
that?
dude. I have a you know the fox Zoid,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
blue
Command
fox
Who
Wolf.
Zoid.
doesn't?
Command Wolf, I think his name is.
Yeah, I built that model in one night. I stayed up for after school on Friday. My dad and stepmom took me to Walmart, and I bought a Zoid model. It had a motor in it that you can crank up, and it would walk
Yeah.
and everything like that. I stayed up for 8 hours
Nerd.
building that model, and then it was perfect. I built it great. I clipped all the little tags, the plastic tags on the pieces, everything. Built it up, wound it up, let it walk. I slept for 3 hours, and then my stepmom got me up to take me somewhere. I think it was like guitar lessons or no, it was like choir, something for church. I put the fucking Fox model in the truck seat, and then I got
Buckled it
distracted
in.
got distracted by
Looking
something.
like Buzz Lightyear slapping his seatbelt, all excited, ready to go.
I got in the truck and sat on it
What a
and
fucking
broke
idiot.
the fucking thing. And then I had to tape it up with tape to get it to
He's
work again.
Fucking crying. Like, just fucking
Dude,
walk
I was-
again.
I was so excited about that Fox Zoid. You're
That's-
leaving, but we were
that's-
talking about the thing that you brought up.
That's a terrible that's a terrible story, Matt. I hate to hear that.
I know, I was sad. I was really sad.
It is interesting that I'm finding out through here that Matt and Michael have a lot more common interests than I and Matt, as far as the nerdy stuff we do that me and Matt have together, or Michael and I have together. Same thing with Devin and Michael because they both play Tarkov.
Me and Devin
I-
have nothing in common except Gamecocks. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's true. And these fucking weird, like fucking whatever these rage cast, stream cat, whatever these things are called that you guys shout cast. What are they called? I don't fucking know.
Oh,
These
Drama
fucking-
Cast?
Drama cast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
do
those
we do
things.
like
I have those in
e-drama.
common.
We fucking love some e-drama, dude.
But like my main thing is obviously playing MMOs. Like I've played all the big ones to an extent or another. Can't really get any of my friends to play them, even though all my friends have played them and been into them at the same level of me, if not more, at some point in time. All right, let's focus on Matt for a second. He's a fucking look at me, everybody. Move
Give
to
me
your,
arms,
Oh,
Matt.
no, you
Move to
found
the
a
left.
Zoid model?
move to the left a
You
little bit,
found a
Matt.
Zoid model?
Matt, put it right in front of your microphone. There you go.
That's heavy arms.
But yeah, nobody ever wants to play MMOs anymore.
Who's my
like
favorite one?
every now and then, like me and Devin, we spent $60, got some boosted characters in TBC, and then we didn't play them anymore. Devin actually leveled to 60, so he got that. I think I got to 40. Yeah, I got to 40. Never
I
got
got
my
to
mount.
70 in BC,
Um,
and I
Matt-
really was like, well, I don't feel like playing this anymore.
Dude,
Matt
you
wouldn't
got
play
a
it because he
fucking
doesn't have
Zoid.
time to play any game other than
Oh my
Pokemon.
god, dude. I remember that
Matt's
from the
loving
anime.
these Zoids.
Yeah, he's fucking really jizzing his pants right now.
Where'd
I'll
you
say,
find that Zoid model?
I mean, I go to.
I've
a
let
lot of
everybody
board
have
game
their
shops and
spotlight on
stuff,
their nerd stuff, and here I go having mine. And
oh
No
my
one
bad, my
cares
bad.
about your fucking WoW.
They
shit.
love Zoids.
no, I know nobody cares. That's the whole conversation
No
I
one
was
cares
about to
about
have
Guild
with
Wars,
myself.
too.
Guild
But
Wars
I
2
go,
is
I,
so
I go,
good.
I go to a lot of like
Dude,
board game shops and stuff, or like
I
Books
want
a
to get the
Million.
blue Liger so bad.
I bet
If
you
I can
do, you
rebuild the
fucking
blue
nerd.
Liger, if I can find the Fox model,
Yeah.
they had a Mecha Godzilla
Might as well you can
model
shove
on
it up your
Amazon
ass.
for like $300.
But I remember like way back whenever I was like watching Zoids like as a kid, and I was like looking them up online, and like they were all in like yen, and you had to like order them specifically from like
Mm.
Japan or something, all that stuff. But now,
They
But
they
yeah, like
sold
now I
them at
think-
Walmart for a little bit.
yeah, I want to say like there was like a good period of time where they were selling like completed like toys of Zoids at a certain point at Walmart, and then they also started selling kits, and then I think Books a Million or whatever it was, or whatever other bookstores, they're kind of getting into that kind of like fringe stuff of like collectibles
Yeah.
and everything. So
Like, because I remember seeing that Dactyl Zoid, and there was the Fox Zoid, and then there was the Liger. I had a couple Ligers. I don't remember what happened to them, but
my personal favorite is the it's like some kind of raptor. I don't know, but he's got like
yeah,
two
it
sights on
was
his
like
back.
the red Raptors. Yeah. I didn't. I could never find one of those models. I found one of the barrel dragon type thing.
Yeah, now Tommy's leaving. He's
Tommy.
had enough.
He's like, I fucking hate Zoids.
I used to watch the cartoon. What was the song whenever they would start?
I have no idea.
I don't know what you're
Fucking.
I specifically
Droids.
remember too, like whenever it was either when I went to AIT or some military thing. Like there was a guy, or one of these like forts or something like that. There was a guy in front of like the PX or something that was like burned CDs or whatever or
Mhm.
DVDs, and I was like, man, like you know what, I could came at like 3 seasons of Zoids, and I was like, can you get that for me? He was like, yeah. I was like, how much is that gonna cost? He was like, $150. I was like, yeah, you can fucking keep that shit. I don't like Zoids that
150
much.
bucks for 3 seasons of the Zoids?
Yeah.
Oh,
They try. I
nah.
mean, they try to fuck people over all the time. So you know, it is
Zoids.
what it is.
I mean,
Zoids-
Zoids was.
Zoids came out in '85.
Zoids
I
was
didn't realize
cool
that.
when we were kids, but now I don't think it would be.
Zoids ruled.
There was that T-Rex Zoid that was like had the mouth cannon
Yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
White Liger fought against. I think that would be cool to watch again. But everything
I
else
specifically,
between
I
them,
specifically think like the first. I can't remember if it was the first season. There's only one good season out of all of them. I think it's season 2, but season 3, like you can start like they started being like kind of like how like the Digimon type thing kind of turned into like where people could turn into Digimon.
they start
Yeah,
being
that got weird.
Zoid
Yeah.
tamers.
Yeah, and like that whole thing. But I like I think it was the second season with like where they had the main focus on like the Liger or whatever, and I think his name was like Bit or something like that was like the pilot, and like they were doing like military type stuff, and
Was
you
it?
could actually
Did they have like a mini Zoid called Zeke?
no, I think that's season 3, and that's the one I was
Hey,
like,
guys, we
man.
gotta talk about
I started
Digimon.
watching that one.
I was
started
about to
watching
say-
season 3, and I was like, I'm done with Zoids.
All right, you guys are definitely starting to bore me. You're getting too deep into
My
the
bad, my
details
bad,
of
my
what your
bad. Sorry,
conversations
sorry.
are. Talked long enough about this Zoid stuff, but I do want to go ahead and say that we are kind of hitting the time right now. But I do want to point out is never really got to talk about my cool, fun, nerdy thing,
no,
which is
that was
fine
what I was-
because
we can go as long as we want.
no.
Okay.
I think it works out perfectly because I'm never really able to get you guys to play World of Warcraft with me, or Guild Wars 2, or Sea of Thieves, or Valorant. So I mean, you guys never really want to play my game, so I don't really get to, it works out. This stream is a perfect example. No, it's fine. Sea of Thieves is great though.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is good.
I
Yeah,
think you guys would
it was
love
alright.
to play it. Oh yeah, see, you did end up playing it, but
I played
like,
for a little
if,
bit.
if you got the only thing that sucks about that game is it's just not fun unless you if you don't have a group of people to play together. But if we had like all 4 of us trying to fucking run a ship and go around, dude, it's so much fucking fun. And it's so based on like you guys like the fresh wipe where
So
everybody's on the same
based.
level. It is always there's
Very
never a
based.
time where there's anybody has any
And
more
red
power
pilled.
any more power than anybody else. It's just us all
Coach
knowledge.
Red Pill, man, tortured and killed.
He's
But we
murdered,
have-
that's right.
You did.
We have been live for about an hour and a half. I think it's a good time to go ahead and can remind you guys once again, go check out Neil's stuff. I'm going to add a link in the description to his website. Go pre-order his book. The hard copies and soft copies and digital copies
soft
are all
copy.
out.
The soft cover is not out yet. but
Oh,
the
it's
hard
not?
Copy
Thank you.
is.
Okay, I assumed if the hard copy's out, the soft cover would be out as well. But yeah, so just go check that. Order. You want to get the hard copy. It's the more
You
expensive
want to
one
get the
and
hard
the better
copy.
one.
You're gonna want it. You're gonna like the
Has
way
he?
it looks.
Has
You're
he?
gonna wanna
I
get this
guarantee
hard
it. Has he gotten a version of the hard copy yet? Because I'd like to take a look at it.
I don't know, Neil. If you're still in chat, let us know if you got.
And I'll just go ahead and add
Neil.
real quick. He did say when we talked about the ARC reader stuff earlier, he said it says advanced reader copy, and he's actually working on.
Like I saw like his Twitter video where he got 3 soft covers.
Yeah,
But
Those
I
are like
don't
the-
know
the
if he
test
has
ones.
a copy of the hardcover. I'm sure it's still good. The soft covers look good, so I'm assuming the hardcover is going to be.
I'm also interested in, and not to be like a critical asshole, but I'm interested in looking at it and seeing how the format turned out with because I know all the work that he's put into it. And
yeah,
I've
because I
had,
want to know if like the book title and the symbol is embossed, or
that'd be cool.
yeah, it would be very cool if it was embossed.
Yeah, soon.
Soon. Okay. So
Okay.
when Neil, if you could send me a video of you opening the hardcover, like a reaction. let me
Shit.
know.
I think I could probably pull it up on TikTok right now.
Well, he doesn't have a hard copy.
Oh, the hard copy. I thought you were
Hard
talking about-
Okay, so I know.
Fuck out of here.
What you
God
said
damn.
nope for? Nope. Is it not embossed? If it's not embossed, that's still fine. I just still want to look
Yeah.
at it.
He's like, thanks, guy. I'm fucking 5 years of my life down the drain right now because you're not happy it's embossed.
But if you could send us a video of you opening a hardcover, we'll put it. I think we can play it so to show people. On the
yeah,
show.
not right now. It's
Not
just
right
getting a
now.
little too late.
Like,
But yeah.
like we're not gonna do it now, but like when he gets it.
But yeah, so yeah, check out our links, follow our stuff, leave us comments, letting us know some suggestions of things that we can do in the future. Check out Neil's link once I add it in there. Go pre-order his book. It'll be coming out. Was it June 24th, June 26th? Can't remember. I think it's June 26th is the date that the sale will start, and you'll start getting your copies and stuff. And thank you, Michael, for coming and being a part of this episode. Thanks for
Yeah, appreciate it,
whooping
man.
Matt's ass.
Yeah,
And some
thanks for
Yu-Gi-Oh.
whooping
And
my
actually,
ass.
real quick, I'm saying we're ending, but you guys want to go ahead and finish? Do another, or we can just do an extra stream. We're gonna after this, if we're watching replay, the stream probably won't be up, but we're gonna play some games after this as well. So come back and check us
Tommy,
out
by
if
the
you're
way,
interested in that.
I didn't get a chance to tell you this. Valorant will not work on my computer.
Okay, well then we
Why?
can deal with that in a minute while I'm closing. After I'm
Right.
closing out the show.
Why not?
Guys, I'm at Windows
Thank you guys
11,
for
and it
checking
doesn't
out the
work
Rough
for some reason.
Craft, and we'll talk to you again at a later date and time.
Why won't it work?
Yeah, what's the problem? Why, are you getting air codes or something?
Yeah, I'm getting a bunch of air codes. I don't
See
know
ya.
what's it. Oh, you got the BRB screen up?
Yeah, just fucking talk.
Yeah,
It's
ending
playing.
soon.
It's
You
playing
got the
Juneberry
ending
Junction.
soon screen up.
Yeah,
With
I've
the
noticed
song.
that it does like it cuts off early, but
Yeah.
after it processes it, it adds in the extra time that was supposed to be there.
What kind of air codes you getting? Because I could probably help you fix it.
I'm getting the TRP. I have to completely
old
reboot my computer
TRP.
and add the BIOS for Valorant.
Do you Google anything? You try to
Yeah,
figure
I
it out.
googled it and
Okay.
I googled it and it's like, why am I getting this error code? And it's like, oh, it's because you need to add these BIOS.